Hi, this is Gloria, your life coach. Welcome to another episode of Life's a Shuffle.
Hi, this is Ron Johnson, life coach, leadership coach, motivational speaker, and health coach. And guess what? It is Freestyle Thursday, catching up, see what's going on for the week. I don't know, get ready for the weekend, if they even exist anymore. I think at this point in my life, being an entrepreneur, I have no context of weekends. I just have a day. So today is Tuesday, today is Wednesday, today's Thursday. It's just days by day.
hmm
So I'm thinking myself, what
I
is
lose
going on?
track of the days sometimes, you know that?
You know what? At this point right now, I don't even think I have a day anymore. Just
hmm
time, like sunrise, sunset. And the reason why I think about that because I'm a winter person. So I love when the sun doesn't rise at 7 a.m. and I love when it sets at 4 p.m.
Mm.
This set the rising at 6:20 a.m. here in California and setting at 8. It's like, ooh, too much daylight. I can do the sun and hot. It was definitely hot Monday for sure.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, yesterday, today, it hasn't been as hot as it was the past week or the last few days. So I kind of like it, and I am a winter type of person too. I don't like hot. I'd rather layer up on clothing. I don't know. I can't stand the heat sometimes. What I've noticed is because I've been outside in the morning and the afternoon, I have realized that I can't. No, I don't like the morning sun. For some reason, the morning sun hurts. It's hot.
Well, at this point right
Afternoon,
now, you're outside, so it's burning, right?
yeah. In the afternoon, though, it's like I love it. My attitude between those times is so much different. Like the morning, and it's not just me and the other person I work with too. We've come to realize, man, it's so hard to motivate ourselves in the morning now because the morning sun for some reason it hurts, but the afternoon we have so much more energy, we have so much more fun, and it doesn't hurt as much. I don't know, maybe because the sun's going down already.
Maybe. Or maybe because the sun's higher in the sky. I don't know. Who knows?
True. So what was up for you this week? I've learned, I think just this past week there's something that I've realized that kind of brought back. Not that I really learned it. Just a reminder for me. I think I had a reminder this week that sometimes you cannot really judge a person because you don't really know what that person is going through or what that person had gone through in their lives.
Okay, so share with me. I don't want to be speculating what is, what can, what
No,
will.
but
Share it.
yeah, no. I was just saying that because I know of someone who in time in the past where I just had this feeling for him of like I wasn't really very fond of him, you know? Just sometimes his attitude on people or how he gets demanding, the way he talks, but yet sometimes he's cool to be around with, and he's fun to be with. But as I've gotten to know this person, I've gotten closer to this person. There was actually something more about why he was like that. And a lot of people didn't like him. They didn't because, they look at him like, gosh, he's so annoying. Like he's very like, demanding, mean. He's always yelling and always saying, sometimes he'll say bad things about people or he'll look down at people. But figured it out, I think, to why this person was like that because of the situation he was in for maybe the past few years. And that situation was he was now with somebody for a while, and this somebody was mistreating him,
Hmm.
and so that mistreatment, I think, for him, he couldn't do anything about it, so he was letting this person treat him like crap, treating him like a slave, treating him like, I don't even want to say the word crap, treating him like shit, basically, you know? So when he's away from that and outside of that, to him, treating other people like that, I think made him feel something different. Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. And I think I know who you're talking about, but that's for a later date. Anyway, so you know what? It's one of those things. So we have, as human beings, all of us judge, right? You can judge anything. I can judge a person for wearing a mask a certain way. I can judge a person for walking a certain way. I can judge whatever I want, right? Just how we perceive life, right? Like I said before in so many podcasts. But it begs a difference. So this person probably felt a lot of suffering. And the best way to describe this for you and probably for our audience is this: you have water, right?
Hmm.
And obviously, water does boil. So you know, if you set water, have you heard this expression? Don't watch it boil, it won't boil. And you step away, it starts boiling 10 minutes later. So
Yeah.
with water, you put it at a temperature, right? And obviously, it simmers, right? It gets hotter. It gets hotter. Then it starts boiling. It turns to steam. So what happened when this person is going through some frustrations in life, and obviously through a bad relationship in this case, and obviously when a person can't find a way out in a bad relationship, be it they're interconnected with someone somehow. So, like, say for example, you're in a relationship and the person you depend on them financially, but they treat you like crap. You're gonna stay because I depend upon them, or you're so afraid of being alone, so you depend upon their love, right, instead of loving yourself. So in this case, this person was mistreated so bad by a person close to them, right? Because these people who are close to you treat you the worst. A stranger on the street won't like treat you like crap because you'll fight back immediately, but you just want close. So when a person got out of this particular situation, relationship, whatever it is, let me describe a little bit different about the pot. So as they subdue their feelings in that particular relationship with that person, they hold that feeling down, right? But
Hmm.
when they're around people they can't control, or people they think they're better, or they're unafraid to express who they are, it explodes up. It shows. Because you can only keep that boiling pot down for so long till it boils over. And right now, when he's around, sorry, this person's around different things, they boil over because it's a clear, direct reflection of the current circumstances. That's the reason why that was happening, and that's being projected on other people because he could not. Sorry, this person could not control their situation, and that's why I started boiling over. Then projected on them. So what was happening? They subdued the fear, suppressed the feelings. When in an environment they are comfortable with and they're unafraid, they project those feelings on somebody else. Then you guys say this person's an asshole.
Hmm. That's what we were saying. We're
Yeah,
like, and
but
nobody liked him. Nobody wanted to be around with him. You know?
and that's true because you just said right now that until you got to know them, until you knew their situation, then came guilt and shame because you felt sorry for what they're going through. Now
Hmm.
you can understand.
Yeah.
Or it's understandable that they're going through that situation because they don't know what to do with those feelings. They're so suppressed. Let's blow up. Have you ever seen that emotional drunk? We all have had a friend that way, right? They get a couple of shots of tequila and then they're bawling their eyes out or ready to fight. One of the two. It's unfortunate women are bawling their eyes out by some long lost love. Then men are ready to fight everybody in the bar. Someone looks at me, wrong, ready to fight.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what suppressed feelings are. Why does it take alcohol or some other environment to allow it to come up? And that's what lies into the problem. It is that particular issue. And yeah, I've been a victim of both sides of that. I've done it to people. People have done it to me. And until now, being in the present moment, I wasn't aware of what was happening. I was just doing. Oh, I was upset. I just did it. You know, it's like it's one of those situations where you overreact. You look back. Oh, damn it! Why did I act that way? That's not
Hmm.
me. Or I don't normally act that way. It's because you have suppressed feelings. Whatever suppressed situations, you just haven't dealt with it yet.
Yeah. It happens, and it's pretty crazy, and I like that. That makes a lot more sense, and I realize that. It just at times like that. Sometimes you just don't really know until you really talk to the person, or maybe get to know the person a little bit more. I mean, I'm guilty of judging this person. I was guilty just like everybody else, but I think because he was able to I think he felt comfortable with me and he knew he could trust me to where he opened up to me. So now I'm saying he, so we know it's a it's a he, but
Okay.
that he opened up to me and he was able to just tell me the situations of what's going through and tell me what this other person does to him and tells him. And I've seen messages from this person. So he's like verbally like just I don't know, I don't even want to say abused, but maybe he is being verbally abused, by the other person. Just the things that this other person would say to him, and it's just like, wow, he after cleaning your house, washing your clothes, and doing all these things for you, what are you just going to kick him out of the house because you don't need him anymore? And then when you need him, you want him back again, and how you just kind of sweet talk him because you know how to get to his soft side. And
Mhm.
I'm actually, like today or yesterday after, talking about this, I'm happy to be a part of his, I would say, the changes that he's going through right now.
Like Ryan Stain said in one of our podcasts, when you take away judgment and commonplace curiosity, look what happened to you and look what happened to him.
And I've helped him through it, and kind of, I'm not going to say that it was all me 100% because it was him too. But the fact that he was able to come back to me and ask me and talk to me, so I'm able to coach him in that way and to help him and shift that mindset and shift like the negative to the positive, to where he realized I need to take care of myself before everybody else, because who matters and what matters the most is me. And I'm so glad that he was able to realize that, and now he's making those changes for himself.
No, why does in life, why does it suck? Why do you have to go through something traumatic, something eye opener to have a whole different evolution of perspective? Why is
Right.
that? Why does that even exist? I mean, that's probably another topic, but why does it happen? I mean, because it took this person to get out of the situation and realize I love myself more than that. I mean, and realize I'm going to self care and take care of myself. I mean, self care is a big term nowadays, but why does it have to go that? Like, why do you have to go through that terrible situation, realize I'm worth more than what I'm going through? And the person that he is probably dating is a probably complete narcissist.
Mm-hmm. He was. I mean,
Complete.
based on the messages I read and the text, to me, that's what he sounded like. But when you're asking why, I don't have an answer to that. Why does it happen? But I think a person like him, or it could be anybody, wouldn't know until they get help from people like us. And this is why we're here for mentor, life coaches. We're here to kind of help them and walk them through this in life.
I guess the way things work in the universe is things happen for a reason. You always said that, oh my, thank God things happen for a reason. Things happen to shift you to, things happen to give you a new eye opener thing. Now, you obviously choose one path or the other. I would never remember, I was dating I would call her a narcissist, utter, complete, downright dirty dog narcissist.
Gosh.
That's the best way to say it. Freaking serpent. That's how I look at
Oh,
it.
God.
Downright dirty dog narcissist. It took me from September of 2015, yeah, September 2015 until June of 2016 to let go. And what I mean by that is that I want this person so bad. Physically, I wanted them. Mentally, I wanted them. I thought, I thought she was I wouldn't say she's the one, but the desire and wantingness of this person was insatiable. Like, I wanted everything they had so they can treat me any which way. They don't talk to me for a week. They call me up. I would jump. I was scheduled to, let's say, have dinner. They'll cancel. And, just it's always a take, take, take. And their feelings are upside down and they're very emotional. So what I mean by it took me that long is that my head already gave up. Okay. My head was like, look, this ain't going to work. This ain't the situation. My heart was unwilling to accept what I knew. Unwilling. My heart was unwilling to accept what I knew. Now, we didn't live together. We didn't have any access together. There was nothing that would keep us longer. Like if you're in a marriage, you stay together because of the kids, or you stay together because you've been married, whatever. But when she said this, I will never, ever forget this. And she always attack what I was weak at. I don't think I was weak at, but what I wish I was better. Like I wish I was a millionaire. Because my thought process is, if a millionaire, I get any girl I want. That was a thought process of mine. So when you're with a woman that is all about the Louis Vuitton, the Christian Louboutins, and what is it, Louis Vuitton purses, the Gucci's, and fine dining restaurants, going to Vegas, wine, what's it, bottle service kind of stuff. You want to keep up with that, and I call keep up with the Joneses. That's what you know as an old term. But it wasn't until she did always would do this. What do you have to offer me? There's so many guys out there that want me. They are millionaires. They're millionaires. What can you do for me? And I would shrink down so small, I felt like an ant. But I remember this in June 2016. Something happened the night before. I helped her get her little freaking passport, taking half day off and run her to SF. And because SF, that's how you get it immediately. She needed one. And that night I asked her if she wanted food. She said no. I ate my meal. She got upset, stormed out, right? For no apparent reason. And I say, in the morning, good morning, how are you? She does no response. Then she finally tells me, I have problems. I have issues. There's so many guys that want me out there. You got to fix yourself.
Wow.
I was so happy for that because I gave up. My heart stopped, meaning that it stopped the attachment. I felt free. After I got that text, which was probably the most horrible text I can receive from somebody, I was free. But the pain and agony going through that, the depression, the depression, sadness, begging for sex, begging for attention, begging for everything that person in a relationship should get, it wasn't there. And thinking about your person's situation, he feels not free because that emotional attachment, whatever the codependency was, my codependency is I just wanted her. Like I didn't think I can find anyone better than her. So it became codependent. So I depended upon her, and because I couldn't find anybody else, I stayed there. And now that proved to be for me that um, it was unfulfilling. What proved to be true is that when I relinquished those feelings and was able to live a freer life, I was free emotionally, mentally. I'm telling you, I swear to God. As soon as I got rid of her, I got clients. I got approved for a credit card. It's like $6,000, $5,000. Life is good.
Hmm.
Once you get rid of that narcissistic person or job or whatever it may be, everything around you improves. I have no idea why. So when I got rid of her, everything improved by default. So think about your situation. First, it's great that you were able to come from a place of curiosity versus judgment. And there took the chance to open up about some secrets that are going on behind closed doors. So thus now you create a bond.
Hmm.
Now it creates self-healing.
It does. And at the same time, it was for me, it's very fulfilling because I knew at one point that something doesn't seem right to me because he's a good person and I could see that. And how we see him and what other people see him, there's still something about it. And that's why I think, to our listeners, before we start judging and before we start hating, let's be curious and see what this person is really going through, right? Because we don't know. So you can't really judge a person. So for me to have that curiosity and have that bond with him, now I'm helping him with this situation and walking him through it step by step, one day at a time. And it's happening for him. And I'm glad to be a part of that and to see that, and yeah.
And what's proved to be true again is that when you help people, you also prove self-healing for yourself and you feel more gratitude and happiness. So while you guide this person through a different perspective as a life coach and mentor coach, now for him, he's like, wow, I didn't realize how freeing this was. And thus you feel more energetic to help more people. Actually give self-healing by helping somebody else out actually gives you more energy to do more positivity in the world.
I agree. It really does.
Yeah. And I want to say this. So that was your update, but look at my update real quick. Guess
Hmm.
what, guys? I got over 700 my credit score and everything's almost written off. So if you ever have bad credit, you make mistakes, don't give up, have extreme tenacity because you can get that better score in less than 60 days. It
Well,
can and anything,
congratulations.
the point is anything is possible. I'm very happy about that. And so always guys, thank you for listening to another Freestyle Thursday. This is Ron Johnson, life leadership coach, motivational speaker and health coach. And of course, you guys have all the power within inside yourself.
And again, congratulations. I'm sure you're very happy about that. Um, that was, again, a process for you, right? And again, again, thank you for tuning into another episode of Life's Shuffle. This is Gloria, your life coach.